Uh, One of the things I love about the show, it doesn't feel like a show, it feels like a feature film.
Yeah.
Because the production quality is amazing.
Incredible.
And the work. Do you think, is that kind of a good thing that you feel like you have you have to raise your game so much to a feature level, but you also have time to explore character a little more because it's a TV show?
Absolutely. I mean, it is. I think 4 feature films length, like with all 3 seasons, and there's a lot of time, like you said, to explore with character themes, and you get to stay with the characters, you get to vary the character, continue on their journey, and that's something that I got to explore with all the luxury of time that animation had. I was on the show for 3 years, and you see the characters mature, you see and our musical theme gets darker and darker as the show progresses as well, which is one of my favorite things.
And was it kind of fun to evolve the music, for even and all the other characters, kind of following their character trajectory,
Yeah.
kind of like change the music, keep the core up,
Yes.
the heart of it. What was the challenge in kind of like going darker even?
I love that. I mean, season 1 I think was a setting up for the character themes. Like you established a tone of everybody, and then season 2 is where we get to go dark, like you said. And I love that because I find that there's such a beauty in having both light and darkness in music, and Wondla was something that we were able to explore. That I love the contrast between music, like epic and intimate, and it's just something that I really enjoy. Season 3 gets even darker, which I'm really excited about. Yeah.
So if we go into season 2 and 3, so when you go darker, would your instruments change? Or how did you kind of change it a little, or would you add to it?
Well, also our character Eva9 goes on to such a personal journey, and she, steps into herself and becomes the leader that she is. So it depends. I mean, melody-wise, we still use her theme every single episode, but it's just as a composer, you get to experiment with different harmonies and instrumentation, and just to and everything is story first. So whatever the scene requires, we get to do the most emotional translation of our theme, which is always fun for a composer.
That's the thing about the show. The show is so visually stunning, but from the composing standpoint, you always want to just focus on the character then? Because you don't want to drown out whatever the character moments is when you're music.
Yeah, I mean, I think visuals and animation is inspired by music. Music is also inspired by the visuals, and Skydance Animation is such a collaborative team that everybody gets to be involved in. I get to go to lighting reviews sometimes just to get inspired by what they're doing with the visuals. I think that helps me to okay, so this is such a grand scale, maybe the music can match up to that, but regardless what it is, it's always story first, what the characters are feeling, and I just love how collaborative this whole team is.
Do you have, does animation, do you think, free you up more as a composer than live action?
I think so, because animation, I mean, there's really no boundaries to where the imagination can take us, and it applies to music as well. I get to create so many different, just put all the genres together, and it will still work because you're kind of trying to elevate whatever amazing visuals are already going on. So I think it pushes creative boundaries, both visually and sonically.
But at the same time, you have to create your own rules, though. Because live action has certain rules, so it might be some challenging in some ways because you have to invent new things.
Yes, but I love that. I can make. I love that as composers, you can make instruments out of anything. I have all these toys at my place. I have a Slinky that I recorded and made it into an instrument, into the score. And because animation is so creative, you get to just do these crazy things and manipulate the sounds and make it their own. And that's what something I want to do in my projects, is to create a very unique score tailored to each project.
All right, well, that's actually, I have a lot of students in my audience. I'd like to give them a homework assignment.
Okay.
If we're looking at Wondla, is there any specific scene or sequence, something you're like, oh my God, I'm so proud of it. Study that one. I did something, special.
In season 2?
Season 2, whatever, or maybe season 1, whatever. Something you just stand out. I like there's something special about this one.
I think the last episode of season 2 is very, very special. It sets up an incredible season 3, and it's totally takes without spoiling it, it takes a turn where audience would not expect. And I think music-wise, I was able to write my most emotional music for Wondla in that episode. So I really look forward to that one.